Pole Dorset exhibitors, 5-minute call for fitted fall ram lambs. Fitted fall ram lambs, 5-minute call. This time we're ready to begin our Pole Dorset show. This is the Northeast Regional Pole Dorset show and also the Dorset Advantage show. So at this time we're ready for fitted fall ram lambs to the ring. Fitted fall ram lambs for the Pole Dorsets to the ring, please. Judging our Northeast Regional Pole Dorset and Dorset Advantage show today is Alex Wolf of Upper Sandusky, Ohio. Alex is the shepherd and owner of Wolf Brothers Livestock, where they raise natural colored sheep as well as club lambs. He and his wife Melissa have 3 children who are very active in their operation. Let's welcome Alex Wolf to the Big E today.
A super nice way to start your show out here. A buck that could have stood a lot more competition. One that's really level down his spine. One that's got some extension through that front end. One that's got some length from that 13th rib on back. Stands on a big old foot. Really massive top in this sheep. One that just wants to really go out here. Congratulations to the young lady.
Placing on the fitted fall ram lamb class for the Pole Dorset show. First place in open, first place in the junior show, and also our open senior champion ram is entry 516, Scotch Lane Farm, 893, Madeline Syme, South Windsor, Connecticut. Now ready in the ring for fitted winter ram lambs. Fitted winter ram lambs.
a really nice class of rams out here, and real similar in their type and kind as well. I think both these bucks have a lot of good to offer. Extremely straight down their top, handle with some extra length from that 13th rib on back. The differences for me are minute out here. I think we're starting with the one that maybe is a notch more rugged in terms of his makeup, one that's got a little more rib shape to him, especially when we analyze him in terms of that forerib. When you get your hands on him, he just offers me a little more thickness and center of body. With that, maybe he's not quite as good a shoulder at the top side as that buck here in second. That buck in second, love the way he lays his blades in up high, extremely straight down that top. One that when you put your hands on him, there's more to him than what you read off the side for sure. I just like to open him up in the center portion if we're going to be critical, but I think both these bucks have a lot of good to offer. Congratulations.
Next class is Slick Shorn Winter Ram Lambs. Placing on the fitted Winter Ram Lamb class for our Poll Dorset show, first and open first in the junior show, is entry 518, Scotch Lane Farm 926, Madeline Syme, South Windsor, Connecticut. That ram weighing 223. Second place to 517, Pine Knob Farm 2425 AI, Rachel Gately, Summers, Connecticut. That ram weighing 245.
Again, a really nice class. We get out here in the Slick Shorns and change our speed a little bit. I think we have one up here on top, extremely rugged in his makeup. Boy, when they get this one propped up, he looks like $1,000,000 off the side. Love him through that front end. Love the angle to his shoulder. One that's really big in terms of his top shape. You put your hands on him and he just overwhelms the ram in second here, just in terms of top shape. And then you get from behind, and it's no surprise there. He's got a little more there as well. We come to the buck in second. One that I really find ideal in terms of his skeletal build as well. One that's got some rack shape and he's really hard to the touch. With that being said, he's a little greener out here today. Just doesn't have that overwhelming top shape that we're seeing in the ram that we're starting with. Maybe not as much natural center body and base width, but I think two really nice rams out here in the Slick Shorn division. Congratulations.
Placing on the Slickshorn Winter Ram Lamb class, first place in the junior show goes to entry 519, Crouch 404, Clayton Hesse, Annville, Pennsylvania, that ram weighing 135. Second place to entry 520, Nichols Sheep Farm, W 2408, Madeline Syme, South Windsor, Connecticut, that ram weighing 147. In the ring, we now have fitted spring ram lambs. Your next class will be pair of ram lambs.
Kind of common sense lineup out here for me. I think we're starting with one that, boy, you put your hands on him and he's overwhelming in terms of the power that he's got to offer. You get him off to the side, he's got the best underline and chest floor as well. One that's got some natural base width. You set him into motion and maybe you'd like to change him off his rear hocks if we're going to be critical, but I think in this class he's a pretty handy winner. We come to the young lady's greener sheep here in second. One that is by far not as long in terms of his maturity pattern out here for me. But with that being said, I like the extra stretch, the extra length of body that we're getting on this one. One that just needs a few more days on feed to be able to compete. Then we round out the class a real long-sided, heavy muscle type of a sheep. One that I need to change him. He kind of wants to articulate there in his shoulders for me. I'd like to change that about him to be able to use him higher today. Congratulations. Nice class.
Again, next class is our class of pair ram lambs. Placing on the class of fitted spring ram lambs, first place and open first in the junior show to entry number 522, Ricochet Dorsets 2455, Taylor Ruito, Colchester, Connecticut. That ran weighing 151. Second place, second in the junior show, to entry 521, Livestock 040. Emma Cargill, New Ipswich, New Hampshire. That ran weighing 130. And third place to entry 523, Taylor Ruito, Colchester, Connecticut. That ran weighing 180. Placing on the pair of Ram Lambs, first place goes to Madeline Syme, South Windsor, Connecticut. Second place to Taylor Ruito, Colchester, Connecticut. Now showing for Open Show Junior Champion and Reserve Junior Champion Ram. We're currently showing for Open Show Junior Champion and Reserve Junior Champion Ram. Your next class will be for Grand and Reserve Grand Champion Ram. The Nathan Hale family offers an award for the Grand Champion Ram in memory of Nate Hale.
Here for your junior champion. We've got some different types and kinds, and there's 6 rams out here that really have some good to offer in this breed. Today for me, I think it's pretty easy on what I'm going to do. It may not always be the most popular opinion. I'm going to stick to my beliefs and what I see in sheep and the way I analyze them. Today we're going to use the 2 Slickshorns out of that middle class for your junior champion reserve. I just think there's so much more meat and muscle, so much more functionality in those 2 out here. Congratulations.
Open Show Junior Champion Ram goes to entry number 519 out of the Slickshorn Winter Ram Lamb class. Crouch 404, Clayton Heisey, Annville, Pennsylvania. The Reserve Junior Champion to the second place in that class. Entry 520, Nickel Sheep Farm W, 2408, Madeline Syme, South Windsor, Connecticut. Again, now ready to show for Open Show Grand and Reserve Grand Champion Ram.
And again, we get out here for your overall champion, and we've got completely different types and kinds out here. With that being said, we had one senior ram out here. He had no competition through the day. But, boy, I tell you what, you put your hands on him. He is massive down his top. I love the rib shape this guy has to offer. Big in terms of his hip. He's got some real muscle shape back in his stifle. I think he's an awful nice one. And, again, he really could have stood more competition. Is he as good in his underline compared to the buck lamb we have out here? Maybe not. But he's got some added bells and whistles as well. So it does get a little closer. Today, he's going to get the nod on your champion ram. We're going to come back on the slick-sheared for reserve. Congratulations.
The Open Show Grand Champion Ram and also our Junior Show Grand Champion Ram goes to entry number 516. Out of the fitted fall Ram Lamb class, Scotch Lane Farm, 893, Madeline Symes, South Windsor, Connecticut. The Reserve Open Show Grand Champion Ram and also the Junior Show Reserve Grand Champion Ram is 519. Our Junior Champion out of the Slickshorn Winter Ram Lamb class, Crouch 404, Clayton Heisey, Annville, Pennsylvania. Now ready for Best Headed Ram. Orchard Valley Farm, the Petersons of Leyden, Massachusetts, offers an award for the Best Headed Ram. Best Headed Ram goes to entry number 516, our Grand Champion Ram, out of the fitted fall Ram Lamb class, our Senior Champion, Scotch Lane Farm, 893, Madeline Symes, South Windsor, Connecticut. Now ready to move into our female show. We need fitted yearling ewes to the ring, please. Polled Dorset fitted yearling ewes.
a really nice class of yearling ewes out here to sort between. The ewe we're leading off with, I think, just combines the most positives for me. Extremely good down her top, comes back to a wide hip, really looks like a female off the side, and then you get over top of her, really a big top in this sheep. She's round about her rib. She balances up tremendously well from the side. I think she's fluid in her movements. Just a nice place to start. We have a ewe that's really deceiving here in second. One that is a large framed ewe, and if you get off to the side, you read her maybe a touch harder doing. She doesn't have quite the depth of body. That being said, she's also shown in very short fleece out here. You get over top of her, she's actually the widest sprung through the center portion of her body. She has a huge rib in her. Comes back to a really wide pin set. When we set her into motion, I don't know if she doesn't want to cooperate quite as well, but I need to change her off her hocks as we set her into motion, comparing her to the contemporary going to start the class. Same story here in 3. Large frame female. Love the extra extension. Love the height and elevation of this female. She's got some bone work on her. When we compare her to the 2 standing directly ahead, there's just not as much natural rib shape there for me. I need to just open her up to be able to go ahead and compete. She's definitely got the frame. I think that's a nice female. Then we come to a more moderate female here in 4, and man, I kept gravitating to her. She is great down her top. Great in terms of her build. I love all those things about her. As we get off to the side of her and analyze, she's wanting to carry a little more punch through the center, or the front end of her body. I'd like to clean that up and just make her softer and more pliable back through that rear quarter to be able to go ahead and move her. I think if we can change the balance and the underline in that female and maybe pull some of that cover off the front, I think maybe she's on the other end of this lineup. I like that female a great deal. Then we round out our top 5 again. A large frame ewe, one that you really appreciate again for the height and elevation. We set this ewe into motion, and she just really wants to roach up in her loin there and drop down at her hip. I'd like to change her there when we get her on the go, and maybe we can run her up a few spots. Great group of sheep. Congratulations.
Now ready for Slick Shorn yearling ewes. Placing on the class of fitted yearling ewes, first place and open first in the junior show goes to entry 531, Scotch Lane Farm, 856, Wilma. Madeline Syme, South Windsor, Connecticut, that ewe weighing 257. Second place and open second and junior show, 530, Scotch Lane Farm, 854, Madeline Syme, South Windsor, Connecticut, that ewe weighing 254. Third place to entry 534, Pine Knob Farm, Rachel Gately, Summers, Connecticut, that ewe weighing 252. Fourth place, third in the junior show, to Abigail Parks, Leyden, Massachusetts. Fifth to entry 533, Rachel Gately, Summers, Connecticut. Sixth place to entry number 532, Emma Cargill, New Ipswich, New Hampshire. And 7 to entry 535, also Emma Cargill. While a complete record of the history of the Dorset breed isn't available, a very popular belief is that centuries ago, when Spain was attempting to conquer England, the Spaniards brought with them some merino sheep, which were allowed to cross with the horn sheep of Wales, with the result being an all-purpose sheep which met the needs of that time. The breed spread quickly over all of England. The Polled Dorset originated in the United States at North Carolina State College as the result of a mutation which occurred in the college's flock of horned Dorsets. After extensive research and testing, the new strain of Dorsets were accepted into the U.S. registry in 1956. Polled Dorsets are an all-white sheep of medium to large size with exceptional body length and muscle conformation. The fleece is very white, strong, close, and free from dark fibers. Dorsets are one of the few breeds that carry the out-of-season breeding characteristic. Dorsets work well in commercial situations, both in the ewe flock or as a terminal sire. They have grown in popularity to become the #1 white-faced breed in the United States.
A challenging class out here in three different types out here in this slick shorn division. We're starting with a ewe that just offers so much in overall body shape and mass. She is big ribbed, she is big top, she gets progressively wider as she comes back and still maintains it when you get off the side in terms of femininity. I'll be the first to admit I'd like to add a little bit of bone work under this female and really feel comfortable about going ahead and running with her. Then we come to the ewe here in second, the larger outline type of the sheep and the greener type of the sheep in terms of her condition out here. But that being said, she comes back to a really good upper hip. Love the pin set and the squareness in this female, one that's level in her designs. Again, maybe if we're going to be critical, we'd like to clean some of that color off of her front feet. But she's really good the way she lays her shoulder into her rib. She's not the most expanded out here, but I think she's acceptable in that aspect. The 1 and 3 is the one that was intriguing to me, and I just kept waiting to get that look and go ahead and feel comfortable. She is rounder about her front for me today, and that's kind of what draws her down here. She wants to just get over in that and drop down. But that being said, you get over top of this female, an overwhelming amount of body and muscularity. You get behind her, she's got the most shape. Maybe she's not the larger framed one out here, but I love that added rib. I like that added power. Again, I'd like to make her just stouter at the ground if we're going to go ahead and run her up higher today. But a challenging class, this is the way I'm going to go ahead and see them today. Congratulations.
Our next class will be pair of yearling ewes. Pair yearling ewes will be your next class. Placing on the slick shorn yearling ewe class, first place to entry 538, Scotch Lane 849, Madeline Syme, South Windsor, Connecticut, that ewe weighing 188. Second place to 539, Scotch Lane 853, also Madeline Syme, that ewe weighing 180. third place to entry 536, Emily Amons, Chelsea, Vermont. That you weighing 150. Placing on the pair of yearling ewes, first place to Madeline Syme, South Windsor, Connecticut. Second, Rachel Gately, Summers, Connecticut. Third, Emma Cargill, New Ipswich, New Hampshire. Now ready for fitted early fall ewe lambs. Fitted early fall ewe lambs. First trivia question for the Poll Dorsets. 25 years ago in 1999, Kenny Urban judged that show, and we had two exhibitors that basically dominated the Dorset show. Tell me those two exhibitors. One was from Maine and one was from Pennsylvania. The answer was Sugarloaf Dorsets from Maine and Van Bear Farm from Pennsylvania.
A really nice class of ewe lambs, and that being said, I think it comes together rather logically. The ewe lamb we're leading off with, I think this is an awful good female. Extremely good down her top. She's round about her center body, good in terms of her feet and legs. One that just offers more kind of in all attributes out here in this particular class for me. I think that's an awful nice one to lead off with. We come to a ewe here in second. Really kind of follows her in type and kind. She's round-bodied. She's got a big top in her. She's structurally sound. With that being said, we just don't have those added intangibles in terms of length of hind saddle, in terms of stretch up front. Two nice females. Then we come to a larger frame female here in three. Young lady's doing a nice job with this one. One that wants to fight just a little bit. And when we analyze her, there's just not as much to her. We put our hands on her. She's not as big in terms of her top shape, not as round. But that being said, she's got that extra stretch. She's got that extra look from the side. I think we put her on feed for a few more days and maybe really change this around. This is the way I see him today. Congratulations.
This time we're ready for slick sheared fall ewe lambs. Slick sheared fall ewe lambs, and then we'll select a senior champion and a reserve senior champion. Placing on the class of fitted early fall ewe lambs, first place in open goes to 544. Pine Knob Farm, 2409, Rachel Gately. Summers, Connecticut, that ewe weighing 227. Second in open, first in the junior show, goes to entry 547, Scotch Lane Farm, 900, Madeline Syme, South Windsor, Connecticut, that ewe weighing 197. And third place to entry number 545, Cedar Lane, 2323, Abigail Parks, Leyden, Massachusetts, that ewe weighing 189. Again, we now need slick shorn fall ewe lambs. Slick shorn fall ewe lambs, and then we will select our open senior champion ewe. At the 2004 show, 20 years ago, Bud Martin judged that show. What exhibitor had the breeder's flock, get of sire, and was premier breeder and premier exhibitor, and also had the reserve grand champion ewe? We'll give a hint, they are from Massachusetts.
Only two out here, but two really nice ewes. The ewe we're leading off with Again, you get over top of her, and she's just kind of overwhelming in this class. Big about her top shape. She's round about her rib. When it comes back to her full or quarter as well, balances up from the side. That's a nice place to start. We come to the young lady here in second. One that, again, is really ideal in terms of her overall build and makeup. One that when we analyze her compared to the counterpart standing directly ahead, just not as opened up, not as robust through the center portion, and especially when you get in view from behind. But two nice females. Congratulations.
We want to remind exhibitors in the slick shorn classes, the animals must be evenly shorn over the whole body. The only exceptions are boot and pole wool. That needs to be done within 7 days before the show. Now we're ready to have our open senior champion and reserve senior champion class. Placing on the slick shorn fall ewe lamb class, first place goes to entry number 551, Scotch Lane Farm 910, Madeline Syme, South Windsor, Connecticut. That ewe weighing 166. Second place to 550, Madeline Syme, South Windsor, Connecticut, with Scotch Lane Farm 905. That ewe weighing 157. We're currently showing for open senior champion and reserve senior champion ewe. Your next class will be fitted late fall ewe lambs. Fitted late fall ewe lambs. And the answer to my previous question about 2004, the exhibitor with the breeder's flock, first place in the get of sire, also premier exhibitor, premier breeder, And they even had the Reserve Grand Champion ewe with Southfield Corporation from Massachusetts.
Well, congratulations to all the Dorset exhibitors out here, and a tremendous show in terms of quality out here for sure. Out here for your senior champion ewe. I think it's kind of a two-horse race, and I think both these ewes really follow a lot of similarities for me in terms of just boldness of feature and how big top they are. Yet still look like females off to the side, and they've got some bone work under them. It gets real close today between that yearling ewe and young lady's fall ewe lamb out here. I think both of these are awful nice sheep. Today we're going to go ahead. We're giving the nod to that yearling ewe up there on the front, and this fall ewe lamb is going to be reserved. Congratulations.
Our senior champion ewe goes to entry number 531 out of the fitted yearling ewe class, Scotch Lane Farm, 856, Wilma, Madeline Symes, South Windsor, Connecticut. The reserve senior champion to 544, first place in the fitted early fall ewe lamb class, Pine Knob Farm, 2409 AI, Rachel Gately, Summers, Connecticut. Again, we're ready to bring in fitted late fall ewe lambs. Fitted late fall ewe lambs. We'll follow that with the fitted winter ewe lamb class. While our exhibitors are preparing to bring in that fitted late fall ewe lamb class, we have 2 entries in that class. We'll go back to a little trivia. In 2009, 15 years ago, Gary Saylor did our show. And what exhibitor had the Grand Ram, the Grand Ewe? They were also the won the exhibitors flock. They were the premier exhibitor, premier breeder as well. What exhibitor? 2009. They did too. That was a quick one. We got it back here. I think Troy hollered it out, or John did, but it was Mithofer Dorset's out of Indiana.
Two nice ewe lambs out here. We're starting with a ewe again. Really complete in terms of her makeup. She's the more agile ewe on the move. One that's got some bone work underneath. She balances up tremendously well. The young lady does a really nice job presenting her. I think that's a nice kind of a ewe lamb. We come to a taller shoulder type of a sheep here in second. One with maybe a little more stretch. One that maybe wants to shorten up compared to that contemporary we're going to lead off with. One that, as I read her as she gets older, just going to be a little deeper through the front end of her skeleton. But that being said, still wide across the top. Still has plenty of rib shape. This is the way I see him today. Congratulations.
Now ready in the ring for fitted winter ewe lambs. Fitted winter ewe lambs. Placing on the fitted late fall ewe lamb class, first place and open first in the junior show to entry 548, Lobdell Dorset's 2406, Abigail Parks, Leyden, Massachusetts. That ewe weighing 188. Second place to 549, Scotch Lane Farm, 914, Madeline Syme, South Windsor, Connecticut. That ewe weighing 196. knitted winter ewe lambs in the ring. Your next class will be slick shorn winter ewe lambs. Ten years ago in the Dorset show in 2014, Dan Spildy judged. Tell me who the exhibitor was that had Reserve Grand Champion Ram. They also had Reserve Grand Champion ewe and was first in the exhibitor's flock. The answer was Loudon Acres from Pennsylvania.
really challenging top pair, and that was kind of what took me a little longer all through this class. You just kind of got to go and decide, and this is the way they're going to go ahead and go today. That being said, I think both these ewes have a lot to offer. This is a growthy ewe lamb that we're using up on top, but she is so good down her spine, handles with a tremendous amount of thickness. I like the bone work as well. I think when it balances up well enough, here's where my challenges come in. I don't think she's as good through her shoulder as what my second place ewe is. I don't think she's as good on the move either, and you got to sit there and go back and forth in your own mind. Is there enough other positives to go ahead and lead off with her today? And I think there is. I think that ewe is just phenomenal down that top side. Just a really nice ewe. I'll be the first to admit, this is the ewe I'm drawn towards right in front of me. This is typically my kind of sheep out here. Love her through the front end of her skeleton. In terms of her angles, in terms of her extension, she's so big about her rib shape. Love the foot and bone work on her as well. That being said, as we forecast her on, she's already carrying a little bit of cover. I don't know if we're going to see the future in that sheep. She is a notch shorter from that 13th rib on back, and you can certainly see that off the profile. So as I forecast her on, I don't know if we're going to see quite the power, so you got to decide for yourself. This is the way I'm going to lean with them today. I think both of those are awful, awful nice ewes. Taking nothing away from the next two ewes out here, the young lady does a nice job. This is a really nice built type of a sheep. One that's good in her lines, good about her angles, got enough feature. Doesn't have the added bells and whistles we're seeing at the top end of this class. Rounding out a real pretty up-fronted type of a sheep. You love the added extension. You love how straight she is down the top. That being said, she carries just a little more brisket out here in this particular class for me. And when you get off to the side of her, I need to change her in terms of her underline. I need to make her softer as we go back to that rear flank, and I think you can run her. The top side of that one, skeleton's pretty neat. We just need to fix the underline. Thank you.
Now ready in the ring for Slickshorn Winter Ewe Lambs. Slickshorn Winter Ewe Lambs will be your next class. Placing on the fitted Winter Ewe Lamb class, first place goes to entry number 553, Pine Knob Farm 2426 AI. Rachel Gately, Summers, Connecticut, that ewe weighing 183. Second place, first in the junior show, to 555, Scotch Lane Farm 925. Madeline Syme, South Windsor, Connecticut, that ewe weighing 161. Third and second in the junior show to 556, Orchard Valley 2401. Abigail Parks, Leyden, Massachusetts, that ewe weighing 158. In fourth place to entry 552, Attica Lockup, Attica, New York. Currently in the ring, we have Slickshorn Winter ewe lambs. Your next class will be fitted spring ewe lambs.
A nice trio of ewe lambs out here, and I think we've got a close top pair. The ewe we're going to start with, one that when you get over top of her, she is just tremendous in the amount of the back shape she has. Coming out of the back side of the shoulder, the spread fills your hand. Coming all the way back, she's got plenty of shape when you get in and view her from behind. And the main advantage she has is when you view her through the front end in terms of skeletal makeup, she's just cleaner there at the bottom end of her shoulder and her breastplate and the way she lays all that together compared to the young ladies coming in here in second. When you view this one, boy, you love the muscle shape. She has got a huge rack, huge hip, and a bunch of muscle from behind. One that, when we're out here analyzing in terms of a female show, I need to change her right there to breastplate and the way she lays in her lower shoulder, but that comes with all that extra power that she's got to offer. I think that's a nice pair up here on top. We come to the ewe here in 3, and she's certainly no slouch. She just gets outpowered out here. Maybe doesn't have quite the feature we're seeing in those in the back shape, but one that's really good in terms of her overall design. She balances well. She's extended. She's got some muscle shape and some rib. We just don't have the added advantages in terms of overall mass and natural muscle shape up high compared to those two ewes we're going to lead off with. Nice class of ewe lambs. Congratulations.
Placing on the class of Slickshorn Winter ewe lambs, first place and open first in the junior show to entry 559, D.L. Grumbine and Sons 0602, Clayton Heisey, Annville, Pennsylvania, that ewe weighing 150. Second in the open, second in the junior show to 557, Bessler Club Lambs 2420, Olivia Lanky, Bedford, Pennsylvania, that ewe weighing 131. And third place and third in the junior show to entry 560, Madeline Symes, South Windsor, Connecticut. In the ring, again, we have fitted spring ewe lambs. Fitted spring ewe lambs are in the ring.
Another nice class to use out here, and we got some give and take through the class. That being said, we've got a couple to lead off with that you find rather quickly in this class. Love this first female. She is extended, really well balanced, super good down her top, stands on a big foot, a lot of bone under that U. Just a nice place to start in this class. We've got one that comes in second, a little more moderate and complete in her makeup compared to the class winner, but one that's really good down her top. She handles with a tremendous amount of thickness, one that balances up tremendously well, one that's got some foot and bone work, one that just doesn't have the extra up and out that we're seeing in that class winner. And then we come to some U's where we've got some sorting to do. I love the top shape and the added power that this next U brings us. I think she balances up well enough. Is she quite as fancy in terms of her design as the two U's standing directly ahead of her? No, maybe not, but boy, there's a lot of sheep in that one. And then the next young lady out here, a little longer sided type of a sheep, one with some extra stretch. Again, very good down her top. Maybe doesn't show me quite the thickness I see in the one directly ahead. And then as we round it out, I think one that is more immature in her pattern right now, but I love the balance and the underline in this female. She's got a big hip in her. I think her better days are to come. I think it was a great class. Congratulations.
Next class will be Slickshorn Spring Ewe Lambs. Placings on the fitted spring ewe lamb class. First place goes to entry number 157, Pine Knob Farm 2440, Phoebe. Rachel Gately, Summers, Connecticut, that ewe weighing 149. Second place, first in the junior show, to entry 564, Orchard Valley 2434, Abigail Parks, Layton, Massachusetts, that ewe weighing 132. Third place to entry number 569, Christopher Sarnick, Lebanon, Connecticut, that ewe weighing 116. 4, second in the junior show to entry number 565, Ricochet Dorset's 2448, Taylor Ruedo, Colchester, Connecticut. Fifth place to entry 568, Christopher Sarnak, Lebanon, Connecticut. Sixth and third in the junior show to entry 566, Taylor Ruedo, Colchester, Connecticut.
Nice class of slick-sheared ewe lambs out here, and we've got one we find rather handily, one that's just extremely good in her overall makeup, really big down her top, handles herself really hard, comes back, she's got the most shape from behind, one that balances up the best from the side, like the added extension. I think that's just an awful nice female to go ahead and lead off with. Here we got a ewe in second, one that's a little taller shoulder type of a sheep, got a little more length of body and overall mass in terms of that direction, one that just loses out so much in terms of shape and squareness down her back. And as we view her from the quarter, she does have the advantage. We set her in motion in the way she utilizes her knee moving around her ring compared to the ewe coming here in 3. You here in 3, love the rib shape and the underline in this female. Again, we're missing out on some of the overall muscle and squareness up high, and when you get in and view her from behind, we set her into motion, and maybe she just gets a little more upright than I'm comfortable with. But I think 3 really nice ewes. Congratulations.
Next class is pair of ewe lambs. Placing on the Slickshorn Spring ewe lamb class, first place goes to entry 572, Side Hustle 4017 AI, Clayton Heisey, Annville, Pennsylvania, that ewe weighing 122. Second in the junior show to 571, Ricochet Dorset's 2449, Taylor Ruido, Colchester, Connecticut, that ewe weighing 146. And third place to 570, Taylor Ruido, Colchester, Connecticut. Placing on the pair of ewe lamb class, first place to Rachel Gately, Summers, Connecticut. Second place, Clayton Heisey, Annville, Pennsylvania. Third, Madeline Symes, South Windsor, Connecticut. 4, Abigail Parks, Leyden, Massachusetts. 5, Christopher Sarnak, Lebanon, Connecticut. And 6th place to Taylor Ruido, Colchester, Connecticut. We're now showing for our junior champion and reserve junior champion ewe for the open show. Following this class, we will be showing for the overall grand and reserve grand champion ewe. And in that grand champion ewe drive, after this, we do have a special award. Rachel Gately, Pine Knob Farm of Summers, Connecticut, offers a special award for the grand champion ewe.
Out here for your junior drive, we could sit here and analyze these all day, and there's certainly some deserving ones out here. That being said, anytime I've ever sorted a show, you go home and you run certain classes back through your mind and try to decide if you made the right decision that day. And there was a class out here that was really challenging for me, and I know I'm going to be thinking on the long ride home about whether I made that right decision and in terms of priorities, and that's okay. None of this is absolute. It's my opinion in that given class, and I try to use my best educated guess, I guess, is what you'd say. In terms of sorting that out, in terms of my priorities, that being said, there's a few ewe lambs out here that that are really nice. You certainly can't fault any of these. Today for me, we're going to use the two out of the second class. They're going to be your champion reserve junior champion ewes. Congratulations.
Our junior champion ewe goes to the first place in the fitted winter ewe lamb class. Entry 553, Pine Knob Farm, 2426 AI, Rachel Gately, Summers, Connecticut. The reserve junior champion goes to entry number 555, Scotch Lane Farm, 925, Madeline Syme, South Windsor, Connecticut. Again, now ready to show for Open Show Grand and Reserve Grand Champion ewe. The winner, the Grand Champion ewe, will receive a special award presented by Rachel Gately, Pine Knob Farm. Following the selection of our Grand Champion and Reserve Grand Champion ewe, we will show for Junior Show Champion and Reserve.
As we come out here for your overall champion, certainly 4 deserving individuals out here, and no matter which one you end up picking or where you place your priorities, I think you're going to find all 4 of these really appealing today. For me, that being said, we're going to go ahead and we're going to use them 2 senior ewes. I think just phenomenal sheep. Congratulations to all the exhibitors.
Our Grand Champion ewe was our Senior Champion ewe out of the fitted yearling ewe class, Scotch Lane Farm, 856, Wilma, Madeline Syme, South Windsor, Connecticut. The Reserve Grand Champion ewe was our Reserve Senior Champion ewe. Entry 544 out of the fitted early fall ewe lamb class, Pine Knob Farm, 2409 AI, Rachel Gately, Summers, Connecticut. Next, we do need to select our Reserve Junior Show Champion ewe. Our Grand Champion ewe is a Junior Show ewe, and she will be our Junior Show Grand Champion. So we need entry 530 from Scotch Lane Farm out of the yearling class. We need 538 from the Slick Shorn yearling ewe class from Scotch Lane Farm. We'll also need 547 of Madeline Symes from the fitted early fall ewe lamb class. We will need 551 from the Slick Shorn fall ewe lamb class from Madeline Syme. In the fitted late fall class, we need 548 from Abigail Parks. The class of fitted winter ewe lambs will need Scotch Lane Farm 925. Entry 555. Slick Shorn winter ewe lamb class will need 559 from Clayton Heisey. In the fitted spring class, we'll need 564 from Abigail Parks. And the Slickshorn Spring class, 572 from Clayton Heisey. Following the selection of our junior show reserve champion ewe, we will be showing best headed ewe for the Pole Dorset show. Our junior show reserve champion goes to 555 from the fitted winter ewe lamb class, Scotch Lane Farm, 925 Madeline Syme, South Windsor, Connecticut. Again, it's time for the best headed ewe for the Pole Dorset show. Best headed ewe class in the ring now, please. Best headed Pole Dorset ewe goes to entry 534 from the yearling ewe class, Pine Knob Farm, 2345, Rachel Gately, Summers, Connecticut. Now showing Exhibitor's Flock. Exhibitor's Flock. Also, Orchard Valley Farm, the Petersons of Leyden, Massachusetts, did present the award for that best headed ewe. For our Exhibitor's Flock, first place goes to Madeline Symes, South Windsor, Connecticut. Second place, Rachel Gately, Summers, Connecticut. For our Breeder's Flock, first place to Madeline Symes, South Windsor, Connecticut. Second place, Rachel Gately, Summers, Connecticut. We are now ready for our class of Dorset Advantage ewe lamb. Dorset Advantage ewe lamb to the ring, please.
A single entry out here in your Dorset Advantage show, but a really nice kind of a ewe lamb for the young ladies. They're working hard out here. One, it's built structurally correct, good down her top. She handles with some muscle and thickness. A nice kind of a ewe lamb. Congratulations.
Placing on the Dorset Advantage ULAM class, first place goes to 587, Jarvis 2401, Adam Jarvis, Cummington, Massachusetts, and that was also our Open Show champion. We do want to announce our Premier Exhibitor and Premier Breeder Awards, and both those awards this year go to Madeline Syme of South Windsor, Connecticut. Madeline will come out and receive her awards. That does conclude our Pole Dorset and Dorset Advantage shows. Our judge has been Alex Wolf from Ohio. We will be back in the ring at 12 noon today with the Northeast Regional Oxford show.